Hey team, Declan here, personal trainer, over a decade of clients and helping people get strong and build muscle. Today what we're going to do is we're going to go through 3 of the best exercises that you can put in your program. It's going to be the barbell deadlift, the barbell squat and the barbell bench press. So I'm going to just go through your setup, how to perform the movement, and also how to kind of adapt it if you need to, if you can't do the exercise, as well as some things to help you kind of move it along if you find like you're struggling on these movements. If you don't follow me at the moment, click that follow button, smash that like button. This is obviously, I haven't done these videos for a while and I need to obviously keep doing more, and your motivation of liking this video will help loads. So to start, we're gonna do the barbell deadlift. So we're gonna warm up first of all. We've done some cardio already, so we've done 10 minutes to warm up the muscles. So my legs feel warm, glutes feel warm, all that kind of stuff. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to get some mobility in our posterior chain, which is like our hamstrings, our glutes, our lower back, everything back there technically. So what I'm going to get you to do is a nice straight leg deadlift. So I have a slight bend in the knee, but from here we're going to hinge from the hips, lower ourselves down till we feel our hamstrings, the muscle in the back of our legs, and then we're going to come back up like so. The goal of this one is to get that hamstring stretch and then feel like you're using them and your glutes to lock out here. So hip hinge goes back like so, get a good stretch. Then you're gonna stand, glutes, and a squeeze. Another thing I'm thinking of as well is my upper body. So from my hips to my shoulder, I wanna try and keep a straight line. So while doing this hip hinge, I'm not rounding over and losing my posture here. So I'm focusing on this nice straight position, hinging and keeping that chest up tall, and then coming up. This is going to carry over to the deadlift. So I always like to do this in my warm-ups of the straight leg deadlift. Okay, next thing, we're going to add some plates. The main thing with deadlift is we want it to start from mid-shin. So if you have plates that are like the big bumper ones, that's going to be perfect. Just going to bring the barbell off the floor so it starts at mid-shin position. So we're going to clip up the barbell, make sure that the plates don't fall off either side, and then we're going to bring it to the floor where we're going to perform our deadlift, like so. So yeah, as you can see with these plates, the barbell is off the floor enough that it's kind of at the top of my sock, okay? I got big socks on. My stance is hip width, like so, or that shoulder width, so legs are straight below my hips. From here, we're going to just practice collecting the barbell very safely. So we're going to hip hinge from here, and we're going to lower ourselves down to the barbell. So we're into this position here. And just make sure you're practicing that to start off with if you're very new. So your hips go back, and you come and collect the barbell. So in this position here, my knees are against the inside of my forearm. My chest is up tall, and I haven't squatted down to collect this barbell. So I'm not all the way down here. My hips are high, but a good little goal you can aim for is to make sure that your shoulders are directly over the bar, okay? So you're gonna lower yourself down, grabbing onto the barbell like so. Shoulders are above the bar, like so. So in this position, I should be able to pull against the bar slightly to get some tension, and you kind of can feel that you're pulling the slack out of the barbell. And you want to always do that before you perform the deadlift. So you want to pull the slack out of the bar so you have a bit of tension, and you can kind of lean back as well, and the barbell's against your shin. Once you feel that, you should be able to then initiate the deadlift by pushing the floor away, keeping your chest up tall. So hands on, pull yourself under the barbell, get nice and close. We're going to leg drive to the knees, and then we're going to squeeze our bum muscles to lock out the deadlift and to complete the deadlift. We want our shoulders back and not rounding forwards to complete the deadlift. You've just done your first deadlift. So we're going to go back the way we came. So butt goes back to the knees, and then we're going to bend. And that is 1 rep, okay? So once you've pushed with your feet, get to the knees, and then once you're at your knees, we want to get these glutes involved to finish the rep, like so, okay? So once we've done that, It's very safe. It's very important to put the bar down very safely. You want to put it down into where you would do your next rep. So you would grab onto the barbell, perform your deadlift, push with your legs, squeeze with your butt, do it in reverse, butt goes back, bend at the legs, and I've put it down where I'm going to deadlift next. Okay, so I'm ready to go. What I don't want to do is have the barbell away from my body. So the further it's away from my body, the more I have to use my lower back to bring it back into midline or to center of gravity. So when I work like that, I'm going to put all this exercise weight onto my back. So before you deadlift, bring that barbell nice and close over your shoes. We're going to leg drive and squeeze the glutes. Butt goes back, down the legs. Really use your own legs. This barbell will just slide across it. I'm not wearing leggings or joggers. This is not hurting. So chest is up tall, sliding up the legs, locking out, butt goes back, down to that position like so. Okay? We should be feeling it like in our legs. If you're new to deadlifting, you will feel it in your lower back too. Just some muscles that you haven't trained well yet. So you will definitely feel it a lot when it comes to your first time deadlifting. Just make sure that you're looking after yourself and stretching. So if you can't deadlift the barbell, what I'm going to get you to do is deadlift a different object, okay? So you can have something in between your feet, so you can deadlift like so. So this could be a dumbbell, could be a kettlebell. With that one, just make sure you follow what I was saying with the barbell. Keep it right underneath you and lift by using your legs, leg drive, and locking out with your hips, okay? So you come down and collect that object. So it's either a kettlebell or a dumbbell. Chest is up tall, and we're gonna stand like so while holding that object. So if the barbell is too much, and it is also in front of you, so you are gonna have more of a chance of using your posterior chain a lot more, which is good, but if it is exhausted or hurting, then maybe it's good to give it a break and maybe use some sort of other lift. You can use a dumbbell or a kettlebell between your feet. So that is the deadlift, guys. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go through some sets myself and see how I get on. So I'm just adding some 20s to each side, like so. Again, I'm just gonna do some high reps, so I'm not going for strength right now. If I wanted to lift heavier, I would do lower reps, like between 3 and 5 reps. Today we're gonna just focus on a higher rep range. So hands on, chest up tall, and then we wanna brace our core. So I want you to think about taking a nice deep breath in here, like someone's about to punch you in the stomach, and brace, okay? So you're gonna hold that as you do the important part, so the picking up of the deadlift. So nice deep breath in, pick it up, put it down, and then breathe out. You wanna hold that strength during the time that we're holding this weight. So nice deep breath in. Just did 5. So as you can see, just making sure that you're leg driving and then locking out at the top, making sure that you are finishing the movement all the way up and putting it down how you picked it up, especially if you're doing more than one. If you're doing one rep, you do tend to see people kind of just collapse down with the barbell because they don't worry about the next rep. But because I'm kind of coaching beginners and people that are just getting into deadlifting, it's always good to practice putting it down where you picked up. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the squat. So this all needs to come off.